What's good, people? It's your boy John again, coming at you with this new video style. It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? It's like a Hollywood movie. Oh, that stupid dust. Stoicism. Okay, I think when we talk about Nofap and semen retention, what we're really talking about is this cultivation of high-level thumos energy. Okay, it's passion, willpower, desire. Okay, these are the qualities of virility, of masculine martial willpower, which really make the semen retention or Nofap very remarkable in its effects that it gives you. Okay, as I experienced today, as I woke up, there was this very intense energy. Okay, very intense energy, which can almost be described as rage. Okay, I made a previous video about it. Rage, very powerful, potent rage, and this rage will be directed to anything if you let it. Okay, if you let the rage go into a certain thought pattern or thought form, it's going to manifest that thought, and it's going to energize that thought, and you're going to feel the emotion of that thought very, very strongly. Okay, so let's say you get a thought about, let's say you get a negative thought about something you can't control. Let's say a co-worker or a housemate or something along that line. And let's say it's a negative thought about that person. You are going to feel that negative emotion very, very strongly, especially when you're on semen retention or Nofap. It's going to energize that thought. So you've got to be careful about what you manifest, because you will have the power to manifest whatever you want. You will. Okay, that's the beauty of this practice. You get this high level energy. If you want to talk about the one superpower that you get out of the whole thing, it's this thumos, the rage. Okay, and the rage will be directed into whatever you want it to be directed. Which is why it's very important to practice. This is especially for me, of course, but I will say to a lot of the men that are following my channel that you have to practice stoicism whilst doing this practice, because you have to learn to control this energy, okay, and direct it into things that you want to direct it into. Okay, you need to cultivate absolute self-discipline. Okay, you need to put maximal effort, no complaining, no bitching, no whining, maximum effort in whatever you're doing, in whatever you want to manifest. Okay, and you have to be very diligent about what you put the focus into. Okay, very, very careful, guys, because if you just sit on the energy, as it is, it's going to manifest whatever it wants. Okay, you're going to allow the energy, this uncontrolled fire, and it's just going to go wherever it wants. Your brain, if you don't control your mind and where the thoughts are going and what you want to give power to, what's going to end up happening is it's going to give power to whatever the hell it wants to. Okay, so let's say you're prone to negative thoughts. Okay, I'm not saying stop the negative thoughts per se. That's kind of impossible. You can't really stop it. It's just something that happens to you. But what you can do is choose to not let it go out of hand. Do you get what I mean? Be wary, be conscious of it, and be alert. So let's say you start thinking negative. Just don't let your mind go into the negative spiral. Get conscious, get present. Feel the air around you, feel the breath. This is a good practice. It's a ancient breath meditation. Okay, you just focus on the breath. If you really can't focus on the breath, get your hands, put it there, put two fingers on your nose, put two fingers just below, and you can feel the air coming out of your nose, your nostrils, and your mouth, and just you can feel the breath in the vibration up here in the nose. You can feel it coming out. You can feel it coming out of the mouth. Very, very powerful, because you're controlling your breath, staying present, and focusing on what is real. Once you've done that, then you can focus your energy into something that you can manifest. Okay, so let's say you're working on a business project, or you're focusing on some homework or university work, or let's say you want to get a driving license or a motorbike license in my case, or you're reading a book, or you're learning a language, or you're meditating, whatever the hell it is. You can actually put the energy into that work consciously, physically. You can do it, and you'll manifest whatever you want. It's beautiful. But this is why Stoicism is very important, because Stoicism is all about don't have anxiety and worry about things you can't control, okay? Now this is where Nofap can go, it can be very dangerous actually, because if you don't practice Stoicism or do any sort of meditation, or you're just not focusing your thoughts on what needs to be focused on, the energy is going to go into whatever you focus it into, okay? I've already said this millions of times now. The energy is going to go into what you focus it into. So if you start focusing on anxious thoughts, on things you can't control, all of a sudden you're going to be perplexed with this very nervous, negative, sort of anxious energy. And it's going to be very powerful, okay? Very powerful. And you need to learn to focus it. You need to focus it into things that you can control, and it will make you just 100 times more powerful, mate. So yeah, you know, regarding the flatline and everything, I reckon I'm coming out of it, okay? But I reckon the flatline was just internalized energy that was going inwards, and I just wasn't focusing it. But I did have a few really weird dreams that I'm going to touch on in another video, because I don't know, it was just really weird shit, and it kind of shows the brain rewiring a bit and finding different things attractive rather than simple PMO, because the large majority of my dreams, wet dreams or otherwise, usually occurred because I wasn't focusing the energy into the right places. Okay, I'd just be sitting on the energy. I wouldn't be manifesting anything. I wouldn't be putting the energy into anything worthwhile. So the energy was just going directly inwards, going right into the libido center, into the genitals, and then in the wet dream it would just release itself because the energy needs to be released. But when you focus the energy, when you make it potent and put it into something that's worthwhile, okay, you just feel this energetic passion, man, and you will feel that high level thumos, the high level emotion inside of your body. You'll feel it in your emotional center, you'll feel it in your arms. It will be powerful. It will be scary, but powerful as well. But this is why we've gone on this journey, okay? This is why we've gone on this journey. I really recommend you get a book by Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, of course, the philosopher king, or the philosopher emperor, who is the author of, you know, Roman era Stoicism. He's the one that really made it famous, okay? He was a student of Epictetus, who was a slave, okay? You've also got Seneca as well, who was another Stoic. I would say that a lot of the men here on this channel, especially in the self-development community, are Stoics. We are Stoics, okay? We choose a path, we get the job done, we don't worry about it, okay? We don't complain, we don't bitch, we just get up and we do what needs to be done, okay? And the same mentality applies here. Just get up and do what needs to be done. This energy that this God-given energy that you're being given right now through semen retention and Nofap is going to help you get it with that potent edge right there. Okay, it's very good, but you've got to direct the energy into the right place, because if you don't, it could destroy others and destroy you. Okay, it's a powerful bloody energy. You're manifesting real energy. It's very powerful. Okay, my confidence today, my self-assurance today is just level 100 right now, okay, because of this energy, this potent energy, which it's like a fire in your belly, okay? And I just want to conquer shit today, man. I just want to conquer the world. But anyway, there's just a few words of wisdom from me. Stoicism and Nofap go together like a baby in a pram, okay? It's just natural. It's the way you're supposed to be. How do you practice Stoicism? The way I practice Stoicism is I use critical reasoning. I use critical reasoning as my number one go-to, but the number one go-to is always to focus myself, so to begin meditating, okay? Meditation on the breath, meditation on the sounds around me, meditation on my body, inner body awareness, okay? Maybe doing some push-ups, just to focus myself on something that isn't these haywire thoughts. Thoughts do what they want to do. You've got to understand that. You can't fix the thoughts by thinking new ones. That's the dilemma. It doesn't work that way. You've got to focus yourself onto something that isn't a thought. And once you've got mental clarity, then you can go back to what was bothering you, but you can see it with reason now rather than the haywire that was thoughts, because it's powered by that potent energy. So now you've got the power to actually energize the thoughts that you want to energize. Okay, positive thoughts, thoughts of competence, self-assurance thoughts, things that are going to make you do better in life rather than pull you down. And that's why we're doing the semen retention, right? We're doing it to manifest the things that we want to manifest, not the things that we don't want to manifest. All right, lads, take it easy. Hope you enjoy Stoicism and Nofap. Practice the two, and I can assure you, you are going to be fantastic. See you later. Dude. Oh, bitch ain't fucking stopping, right?